All right, YouTube fam, this is your boy Y. Welcome back, welcome back. Okay, so for this one, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty excited about this one as well. I had a lot of products coming recently. This is one I was looking forward to while I was gone, and it's Nothing. Now, quick history lesson. I've been supporting Nothing since they very first came out. I've had their Nothing phones, which have been awesome. I've had their earbuds, which have been awesome. But I remember asking, like, man, can they do an over-ear style headbud or earbud? And I would love it. And they came out with the open ears, which was actually nice. The Nothing open ear, they was nice. I really liked them. Well, sorry, Nothing ear opens. But that's kind of where I kind of deviated a little bit from that. Although those earphones were awesome, I started seeing earphones that clamp like around your earlobe, which was a little bit more comfortable than over the ear. Not that they were, the Nothing ear opens was bad. It just, I found some better feeling ones. Never thought I'd go into headphones instead of earbuds, but then they came out with headphones this year. So I did not get the Nothing Phone 3. I'm just gonna let you know. I wasn't really impressed with the Nothing Phone 3. I'm a big Glyph light fan, and I didn't like that they got rid of the Glyph light, so I couldn't go forward with the Glyph Matrix. I just didn't see it. Maybe I'd be wrong in the future, but I want them to bring the Glyph lights back. Okay, so without all my talking, I'm gonna open this up. I said, either way it go, I'm gonna support them somehow, some way. And the way I'm gonna support them is through their audio. So the company started off with audio, by the way, before they transitioned into phones, and now they have their CMF label as well. They always started off with audio. It was only fitting that I support them through audio. I may not like the phone. The phone looks cool, but it just wasn't my style. But when I saw these babies, oh yeah, I said I'm getting them. These were a little bit pricey, I'm not gonna lie. I think they should have been a little bit more cheaper, but I just love the Nothing brand. So for me, this is just me really supporting the brand a lot. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so it says open it this way. They always have simple ways to open it too. Is that it? Oh, okay. Open it up. So these are the headphone ones. I couldn't do the white ones. I don't really like the white version. Another thing I like about Nothing, the presentation looked minimalistic, but come on, man. These designs, even on the outside boxes, these are dope. Ooh. So they give you out the box a carrying case. Man, can you really hate on this? You get a carrying case. Most places don't even give you a carrying case to come with it. And then they have the Nothing X app, which they give you basically through QR code. Download that in a moment. But inside the box, you get a charger, Type-C to Type-C with a little Nothing brand here. I would have loved for this to be transparent and not white. Sorry not to be a hater. And you have, again, an aux cable because, yes, you can also plug this up through aux, which is awesome. But I also have, I believe I have an aux cable. If not, I'm gonna throw these in there anyway. I think I may just throw both in there anyway. But anyway, put that to the side. I may not throw the Type-C cable in there, but I think I'll throw the aux ones in there. Let me pull those out actually. Keep those Type-Cs in case I need them. Okay. All right, that to the side. Let's first thing first. Let me pause right there. Let me go ahead and grab my Galaxy Z Fold 7. And let's go ahead and download the Nothing X app. All right, so that's the Nothing X app. I'm gonna download that app because we need it open in order to have it. No thanks. Awesome. All right, so I got that installed. And before we do anything, I'm just gonna keep going with this. The material on the outside is kind of weird, but strangely nice. I love how they always put this dent here. This is like a widget. I doubt you're gonna be doing this with a full case, but it's awesome. All right, opening it. I've heard some say they was having trouble with the zipper a little bit. I don't see it. It zipped pretty fine to me. I think they did pretty good in that department too. You have the inside, which feels kind of suede. Yeah, that's nice. Brown inside, it has this little cloth covering. I'm just gonna throw those in here. Bloop. I'm gonna take this out because I don't need it. Throw that in there. But this, the indent is nice too. All like kind of suede feeling. It just feels nice. Now I thought these was gonna actually be huge, and I'm glad they're not because my head is not that big. But look at these. These mugs look nice. It would've been dope if these had the glyph lights. But they have some buttons over here. This is a roll button, by the way. From what I saw, you can roll it back and forth between music. Not up and down, by the way, just left and right. Here, you press this back and forth. So I think this is volume, actually. I could be wrong. This is switching music back and forth. Nothing on this one. So this one doesn't have any on it, but on your left side, you have the on switch. I like how it's a switch, the charger, and the aux cable input. Then this one, I don't obviously have a nothing phone on me right now, but this would be for, they have like a, forgot what it's called. Something, oh, Essential Space, there we go. And you could basically record like your thoughts or anything and add it to the Essential Space. This is just like, kind of like a quick button to get to Essential Space, to access it from your headphones. If you don't have that, you can still use this for like Google, or yeah, you can use it just for talking to Google and having to do stuff. Basically, this is like, for lack of a better way to say it, because I'm losing my words, I think I'm sleepy. This is your little Android partner. Sorry, I'm losing my words. But anyway, if you look here, I like how the design is here, so you don't have to worry about that bending. The feeling is nice. This rubber feeling is real nice. I like the inside of it. Inside looks really comfortable. And these look mad comfortable. Does it stretch? It does stretch out, so both sides you can stretch them out to make them longer. For those who have bigger, wider heads, me. I got a small head, but I think it's wide. Man, this is nice. These little buttons, I don't see if anybody pointed these out. These don't do anything special, but this is kind of like, this is nothing. For example, look here, just those designs. Sometimes the design don't mean as much, it's just a part of the aesthetics. And I like even the little, just the little parts. Sound by Keith, so they partnered with Keith, which sells pretty expensive stuff. So that's pretty good to know, I guess. But the design, man, look at the design. This design looks awesome. And I think red usually means right. Could be wrong though. Does it mean right? It doesn't really say which one is left or right. These, I always think they're, nope, they don't say. Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, on the inside, if you're wondering, it says right there, left, right. So their red is usually right. Okay, good. Let's connect these to the Nothing app. I'm doing a lot of talking here. Whoop, hit the camera by accident. Okay, get started. Okay, cool, allow. Let me turn this on actually. Oop. All right, the only light I see is the light at the bottom over here. So I wish these would light up, that would have been dope, but that's okay. All right, so allow. Already found it that quick. Headphone 1, connect. Can't connect. Oh, try it again. Try again. Okay, connected that time. Don't know what happened the first time, but it connected the second time. All right, allow to send you. Yeah, save. And set up new device. Allow send you notifications. Yep. So okay. See, this is the volume control. You do it back and forth. You could also press it. So you can press, you get left and right for volume control, as you can see I'm doing right now. Left, right button is like select or play and pause. Active noise cancellation, you have to press and hold it. So remember, left, right, volume, press, play and pause, hold, switch between active noise cancellation. Okay, what's the next one? Then you have here, this is previous and next track. So left, right. What else? And it's also fast forward and rewind. So if you push and hold it, it'll rewind to the left. And if you push and hold to the right, it'll fast forward. That's cool. And then you have the voice assistant. I don't know why I lost that word earlier. But this one, voice assistant, if you were with a Nothing phone, you could use it for a central space if that Nothing phone has a central space. But since we have Samsung, we can use it for voice assistant. Awesome. All right, let's check out the app really quick before I put those in. So the app has noise cancellation, transparency mode, and then off. And you can change between low, mid, high, and adaptive. Spatial audio, you can do head tracking. So if you turn your head, it will track it to make it seem like the sound is always in front of you. Or you can just have it fixed where it's just coming at one area. I'm going to always put that on because I love bass. And you can change it to levels. I'm going to leave it on 3 for right now. So you can increase the bass, so that's dope. Equalizer. Yeah, there we go. You can customize the equalizer. This is what I love about Nothing. Man, the app is so dope. Okay. The controls, we already know the controls, but you can customize the controls. So you don't have to have it the way it is. You can change it the way you want it to be. Then device settings, low lag mode for gaming. You have the high quality over ear detection. So basically it'll automatically play the audio when the headphones are in and then pause them as soon as you take them out. And it says dual connection, but basically multi-point connection where you can have it connected to multiple devices at once. So you may switch from this and go to the iPad or go to another phone or so forth. Then find my headphones and forget. Awesome. All right, let's check out some music. Right out the box, they were 70%, by the way. So slap these modes in. And what I'm gonna do is let's test out that setting really quick. Was it here? Over ear detection. So if I remove it, let's see if it's gonna do it. So I'm gonna pull like a random video. Let me listen to it really quick. Okay, so just pay attention to the screen. Right now I don't have them in my head, by the way. I'm gonna put them in. All right, I'll take it out and it pauses. So quick second, then it pauses. Good, good. All right, let me just play it anyway, see if it still play with me having it off. And as you can hear it, and I picked something totally different. Okay, anyway, but you can see the sound is pretty loud. So it's pretty loud. I'm not sure why I switched to a whole nother song. Okay, so it is pretty loud. Let me check the bass on it really quick. I'm not sure if you can hear it while it's in my ear. Okay, so let's try to see if we can play it together. And try that head tracking. Okay, it seemed to be working pretty good when it comes to the head tracking. And if you look at the little white ball. It's tracking me as well. That is dope. All right, let's add that bass. Yeah, you can hear the bass. Okay. All right, I'm gonna do with the sound. All right, I'm turning it to the left, turn it down, turn to the right, press it. There we go. All right, now to the left. So then I hit it right to switch it. So I switch to, I don't know what song this is. And then back to the left, and I went back to this previous. And then the bottom button, I'm gonna turn it to the left. I'm gonna click it to the left and hold it. So I see the fast forwarding and rewinding doesn't work on YouTube. So yeah, it doesn't work for that one, but I could try a song maybe on my phone. Let's see if I could do it with the phone. Let's see. So everything worked except for like the clicker at the bottom below it. When you're turning to the right and you're clicking it, it did go forward and rewind. Well, not forward and rewind. It went forward to track and back to the track when I did, right and left. But I couldn't do the rewind or the fast forwarding feature. And this could be, maybe I didn't enable it on the YouTube. Let me check really quick. I think it's something you have to enable. Let me check. All right, so this is a Samsung song from a long time ago, but over there. All right, let's see if I can do a rewind on this one. I'm gonna try fast forwarding first. Yeah. So the fast forward and rewind doesn't work on here either. I know if I go forward. Yeah, so the clicking works back and forth. That does work. It's just the rewinding and fast forwarding. I think only certain apps will work for it. And so far it wasn't the YouTube Music one, and it wasn't YouTube. So it'd have to be probably like something else regarding maybe a music app or something. But so far those two don't work. So if you're wondering, that's the case. All right. So far I've messed with basically everything with this one. Let me see what adaptive does when I do it in two screens. All right, so you're gonna do the same thing, just keep playing it. This time for the noise cancellation, I'll switch it to adaptive. Add more bass. You can definitely hear the bass increase. So everything is working good, pretty good. I'm gonna turn the volume up. I really like this feature. We have the head tracking, it's showing you where the sound is going. Yeah, this is dope. So overall, I think the sound is really good. As you can see as well, it actually works really well. And these are some of the most comfortable headphones I've ever wore. Now, not to say that other ones are not comfortable, but honestly, I don't normally do headphones, like period. I usually do just these, you know, over the earlobe headphones now, because I don't care too much about, you know, in-ear style headphones or earphones. But these ones, nothing, you got something going here. You got something going. I'm just gonna tell you right now, I've been waiting for these and I am very, very happy. Very, very happy. Not to mention you can use the aux cable, which I don't use that much, but when you're on a plane, it's gonna work. When you're on a plane, all this tends to work out. As a matter of fact, let's test it. Since we're right here, you guys already been sticking around this whole time, so let's go ahead and test it and see if it works. So I'm going to use this, but I'm also going to need an adapter. Let me grab an adapter really quick. Okay, so of course this is really not needed, but hey, I'm going to use this adapter piece. Boom. I'm going to connect it right in here. Boom. And turn that back on. So it's on. And what I'm going to do is connect this piece right into a phone. Or a matter of fact, because that doesn't really test it, it could be connected to Bluetooth. Let me grab my tablet. Okay, so yeah, I think it just depends on what you necessarily use it for, but so far this has been working. I am curious why I'm unable to use that rewind feature though. And I do like this cord, by the way. Nothing, little box cable. I just used an adapter piece to it. So I'll throw that in there. Matter of fact, throw this piece in here too. Throw them together. Now, as far as the rewind and play and pause feature, these definitely get pretty loud, but now I'm curious, how can I get the actual like rewind feature to work? So maybe if I go to, at this point I'm just testing stuff. So it didn't work in Crunchyroll apparently. So I'm gonna just go to Netflix. So I'm in Netflix, I'm gonna just pick something and I'm gonna see if I can get it to keep going. So I have no clue what any of this is. All right, I'm gonna click this one. Okay, volume works. Okay, so I thought I was tripping, but it's working. So, and like the movie features, like Netflix. So I'm on Netflix, I just pick something. If you pay attention, let me see if I can turn there we go, the brightness up a little bit. I mean, probably a little more though. I'm just pick something different. All right, I'm gonna pick, obviously I've already watched it, but I'm gonna pick 7 Deadly Sins just so you guys can see it, not to be a nerd or anything. But all right, so this is this button to left and right, but I'm holding it. So to the left is rewind, to the right is fast forward. I'm gonna do fast forwarding first, to the right and hold. As you can see, fast forwarding, fast forwarding, fast forwarding, fast forwarding. All right, now I'm rewinding, go backwards, 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 backwards. So it does work. Okay, I was a little afraid that the button wasn't working. I guess it just works with certain apps. So I guess it's not. I'm surprised it doesn't work with YouTube though. But hey, maybe it's just me. I'm gonna try again with YouTube. Again, I'm just gonna play like something like this. All right, so this is a music video, but let's see if I can fast forward it. So nope, doesn't work. So the fast forwarding feature at least doesn't work yet. Now, if you figured out how to make it work, let me know in the description, in the comments below. But yeah, so far that is what I have for the Nothing Phone ones. These are amazing. I am so happy that I got to get these, because man, these are going to be my go-to no matter where I go from now on. So I got my setup. If you're wondering, I got the Galaxy Watch. That's going to be my watch. Watch 8 Classic. I'm gonna rock the Nothing headphone ones along with the Z Fold 7. And then if I need some over the ear or around the earlobes, there of course is gonna be my handy dandy Shokz. Now I do a long-term video on this too, because I am loving the Open Dots one. These have been amazing. All right, YouTube fam, that's all I got for you. Thank you so much for sticking around so far, and I will release you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for stopping by. Come stop by again. Check out the videos. I'll be dropping more, but peace. All right, and then you have this button. So before I let you guys go, sorry, I forgot to add this. Remember, this button is for the Google Assistant or voice assistant. So we'll put the phone here, or I'll put it here. I'm gonna click this button. Let's see if it works. So, yep, see Bixby is on the bottom. All right, so it does work. So it doesn't matter if you have Bixby, if you have Bixby or Google Assistant, Gemini, this will work for whatever one you have as your primary voice assistant. Just press the button and that's it. You don't have to hold it or anything.